You think that it would be the people closest to you that would support you, that would know you best, that would believe in you. This could be applied to almost anything. Jesus said, "And truly I tell you, no prophet is accepted in his hometown." After Jesus got baptized, he traveled to Galilee and stayed in Nazareth where he was raised. Jesus knew that the people from his hometown would doubt him. They would start to question who he truly was because they just couldn't imagine how the Messiah was raised amongst them, had been from a town where they were from, could be the actual Messiah. He even referenced the widow in the story about the prophet Elijah, where God had sent him during the drought to a town called Zarephath. She was a Gentile that only had oil and a little bit of flour. God sent him out to this land so that he could sustain himself during this famine and during this drought. She had her son with her and told Elijah that this was the last of her last. She anticipated they would die. And Elijah assured her that God would allow it, that oil and that flour would not run out. Her faith in God was illustrated. What Elijah had prophesied actually came to pass. Her flour and her oil did not run dry. God sent the prophet Elijah to this town outside of Israel because he knew that Jezebel wanted to kill the prophets. Elijah was not safe in his hometown. And he also referenced the prophet Elisha, who was from Israel as well and healed a Syrian man of leprosy, another man that was out of his hometown. The people in the synagogue were so upset. When the people in the synagogue heard this, they became frustrated. They became upset with Jesus and wanted to kill him. They drove him up to a mountain and were ready to push him off. And Jesus, being Jesus, walked through the crowd and went his way. He went on to Capernaum and started performing miracles, signs, and wonders. He healed a leper. He forgave and healed a paralyzed man. Simon's mother-in-law had a fever and was dying, and he healed her too. He did a bunch of things outside of his hometown. When you grow up in a place and you feel like you're not accepted, like the very people who are doubting you, the very people who are talking about you, the very people who are rooting against you, remember, they did it to Jesus too. They can do it to me and they can do it to you.